What's going on, everyone? It's your host, Spook Benjamin, aka Spook, and we back again with another great episode. Now, today, what about if you went out of town, right? You went out of town, and then you come back, and you see your door locks have been changed, and then you start to witness people in your house. What you gonna do? That's what I want to know. What you gonna do to see these burglars in your home? Let's get to this squatter crisis going on now.
Owning an extra home was just my way of getting a little bit of extra income for my retirement.
Patty Peoples never imagined that buying two small investment properties near her home would turn into such a colossal nightmare.
Oh my gosh. I mean, what a year this had been. Literally 1 year ago this time, the house was in shambles. I can see that they've changed the lock on the front door. How is that not breaking and entering?
The 61-year-old.
That's facts. I always been wondering, how is that not breaking and entering? Because I remember back in the day, if someone was to break and enter your home and change your locks too, that was a dead man. Back in the day, that was a dead man. If you went to work or you went on vacation, you came back home and you seen someone illegal that's not supposed to be there in your home, he was dead. But nowadays, we calling it squatter crisis. Wow. That was a burglar. That's what they used to call it. Someone that's breaking and entering in your home. And we need to keep that definition on them, no matter how much they try to change the definition. Talking about some squatter and squatter right. Oh no, there's only one right and one right only.
From Jacksonville, Florida, became a victim of squatters, a maddening situation that cost her more than $40,000 and put her in danger.
I thought, if I put the key in the door, then I don't know what's waiting on the other side.
It was last year when Peoples put one of her houses on the market. It sat empty for less than a month before two strangers broke in, according to Jacksonville police, and staked their claim, taking over.
I called 911, and as I'm describing to the officer that there may be somebody that had broken and entered into my house, out walks a young woman, and she said, well, I rented this property yesterday. It only got worse. I own this house.
It doesn't matter. Yes, tensions escalating in this.
Look at these good old squatters. Wow. Look at these squatters trying to live the American dream and breaking into your home and calling themselves squatters. Look at them.
Heated altercation the very next day. After Peoples
Oh, not the red hair too, the long red hair. What great working hard citizens these squatters are. Nah, they got to go. Take Felicia and take Kanisha and throw their ass up out of here. Funky ass.
entered her home and asked the strangers to leave.
She's still standing here. Excuse me.
If you touch me again, I have every right to be in this house.
You don't have every right to be in the house at all.
I do, ma'am.
You do not. You do not. I'm not touching you. You are touching me.
What? She doesn't have the right to be in her own home? The home I paid a mortgage on? The home that's under my name? The home that my name is on the deed to the house? That's the home we talking about, right? If you don't call them boys in blue, press 911, dial it, and take Felicia funky ass and take Carlicia funky ass and throw their ass in jail. Oh, funky ass squad. I'm tired of these good old American citizens coming home and finding these funky ass ragdoll, good for nothing squatters in their home. And they know damn well, everybody know damn well that's criminal activity. And that should be called burglary. That's what it should be called. Because that's what it used to be called. And then they changed the definition on us and called it squatters. Nah. Burglars used to got shot back in the day. Now they're calling them squatters, and the good old boys in blue is letting them stay in your home uninvested. And you still stuck paying your mortgage. Nah, she got to go.
And this lady is we're blocking you from coming in the house.
You are. Believe it or not, the police officer told me, I will arrest you if you do this again. They have the right to privacy.
Stop. Nah. Hey, get them boys in motion. Get them boys in motion right now. Stop it right there. Good old ma'am. Hold on. Did she just repeat? She called them good old boys in blue. Them work, them boys in blue that come when you got an issue in your house. She called them. And they told her, you know what? We will arrest you, the homeowner, if you try this again. Now, we're not going to arrest the squatters. We going to arrest the homeowners. And you know what I'm shocked at? I'm shocked that this happened in Florida. In Florida. Not the good old red state, the good old sunshine state of Florida, the great state of Florida. It happening in Jacksonville. No, Jacksonville, you slipping and sliding. New York been taking them L's lately, but Jacksonville, we're going to have to give you this L. Then again, we never considered Jacksonville, Florida. Let's just be honest.
I cannot tell you the frustration I felt at this point.
According to this police report obtained by ABC News, the squatters had a fabricated lease and were repeat offenders. To people's surprise, police told her there was little they could do.
The police.
So the squatters had a fabricate, which means a fake lease. Don't you go to jail for that's you're forging and faking a lease agreement. Isn't that a criminal suit or something? And then they repeat offenders. They've been doing this. They've been going all around Jacksonville, Florida, whatever, and doing this. And the police told you right to your face, there ain't nothing we could do about it. And if you come back to your own house to get these burglars out of your house, we arresting you. And y'all, I keep telling you, we living right now in a warped reality, in a warped goddamn virtual reality. Everything is backwards. You don't notice that? Everything is backwards. Everything. The way our minds is even programmed is backwards. So I feel like we done hit a backflip in society. And we living in a warped, fake reality right now. Because it's getting crazy how burglars are breaking into your homes, living in there, and there's nothing you can do about it, American citizens. Wow.
Police gave me the really devastating news was that this was not a crime, that this had to be managed in civil court.
That's not a crime. Breaking and entering is not a crime. Changing the locks on my home while I'm not here is not a crime. Oh, God damn it, America. Where's we heading to? Where are we heading in America? And then look what they funky, raggedy, good-for-nothing squatters did to the good old lady home. Holes all in the wall. Mess all on the floor. Looked like a bunch of junkies was living in there. A bunch of good-for-nothing, I don't want to work, and I don't want to go pay rent. I want to just live for free. Ass Negroes.
People's ordeal is part of a rampant squatter crisis affecting residents from state to state.
As you're trying to bring more awareness to the laws that you think need to change.
If a squatter enters a home illegally, never had a legal right to be there, they should be prosecuted as criminals, criminal trespass. If they present a fake lease, it should be fraud.
When someone is in a property, they have what is called adverse possession. They take that property on as their own, and they do have certain legal rights. We would think it's trespassing, but they have to be evicted through the...
That's not even trespassing. You didn't hear the lady? They broke off the door lock of her home and put in new door locks. And she come talking about that's trespassing. That's burglary. Let's get back to the day. Come on. Breaking and entering and stealing. They done got us. They done got us in this warped reality.
The court process.
The process took several weeks. So all total, it was 36 days before the squatters were ejected.
It is egregious what these people are getting away with through the current legislation.
After learning about her ordeal, Representative Kevin Steele and State Senator Keith Perry said enough is enough, introducing a new law to protect homeowners, giving police the right to immediately arrest squatters and criminally...
In the great state of Florida. That's what I'm saying. I love that Florida just passed this new ban, this new law. I love it. The Florida squatter law. Immediately arrest these good-for-nothing, funky, don't want to work, don't want to pay rent ass squatters. Remove them immediately. Got to go. Remove Kanisha. Remove Tarlasia. All of that. Throw they funky ass in jail or in prison and let them live there for free. You got that?
Charge any trespasser with a felony for any intentional damage, while falsifying a lease carries a misdemeanor charge. And if someone tries to sell your property, it's a first-degree felony. Patty Peoples sharing her story in front of lawmakers.
The police have no power. The homeowner has no power. The only one with power in this situation are the squatters.
And earlier this month, the bill receiving unanimous bipartisan support. And just today, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
Shout out to good old Ron DeSantis. Shout out to my Governor Ron DeSantis, man. You're doing a wonderful, wonderful job of this great state of Florida. Keeping Florida safe from these funky ass squatters and these funky ass criminals. Great job, Ron DeSantis. Salute.
Signing it into law.
We are in the state of Florida ending the squatter scam once and for all.
It goes into effect on July 1st.
This bill really communicated that this is a people's rights bill. It is a fairness bill.
When you own property, it is very disheartening to know that you have to go through a long legal process that is not only long in its duration, but also can be very expensive. The reality is that unfortunately squatters are taking advantage of.
Oh, not no more in Florida. Not no more in Florida. Thanks to the good old governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis. Yeah, you heard what he said? They ass going to jail. In the jail where they need to belong. Because if this was a burglar, he would have been in jail too. If anything, he would have been in prison. God darn it. I'm loving this new law. And I'm loving the governor, Ron DeSantis, of the great old state of Florida. Woo! Keeping Florida safe. Anyways, man, I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the comment below. Stay tuned. Stay tuned on the next episode. I love you guys. Salute.